So, total digression, we're going to get back to where we're at and just talk about why we're cutting. So, I think a big piece of this is both Tom and I have the mindset that we don't want to be the brokers that are putting 60 to 80 hours a week into our business to make $1 million a year. Sure, making the $1 million a year is nice, but we would rather be in the camp of like the 25 to 40 hours a week and taking home half a million each. Which I think is very doable if you're prioritizing the right tasks, but you have to be absolutely ruthless with your time and to not allow yourself to take the feel good task or the trap that feeds your ego but doesn't ultimately feed your bank account. So that's why we're ruthlessly cutting now. We're recognizing what's pouring the gas on the fire and then how can we carry more gas.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is ego too. I find myself everyone's guilty of it. Like you want to hit a certain volume just so you can say you did it. And I have to constantly remind myself, like, don't go that route. Let's just be lean, mean, and have like a lifestyle type of business instead of trying to be that like $200 million team. Like, it's just not worth it in my opinion. Cause like put it this way, if you have a 25-hour week in the mortgage business and you're taking home 500K a year after all expenses and everything, then you have more time to do what you want at that point. Whether you want to build out another business, like all to you do it, or if you just want to scale up the mortgage business, cool. Like everyone's different. Or if you want to spend that time with your family, your hobbies, and do more of like that lifestyle business, then you have the option to do that. So I think I'm constantly reminding myself to go that route as well.
Yeah, and I felt like I was guilty last year of I set this like lofty earnings goal and I did quite well towards it, but I fell short by like $3,000 and it bothered me. And it was like just like the way the commissions got paid out. But it was like that was the wrong mindset. I kind of made myself miserable in my business versus like this year we've optimized more for time and like hourly rate kind of thing. And
Yeah.
so much happier, getting so much more stuff done, like down 20 pounds, working out every day, like just kinds of things that are like overall so much healthier. And I think it's long term way more sustainable. Like the model of last year was great. I would have made a lot of money in a few short years, but would I have had the runway from like a health and overall happiness perspective to keep that going for a decade plus? I don't know.
Yeah. No, 100%, man.
Okay, so that's why we're cutting. So that leaves what are we keeping? Because everyone knows there's a million different things you can choose to do in your mortgage business. It is one of the greatest industries for shiny object syndrome because everyone's got a great idea, and so many people have built their business in a different way that seems very attractive, but you don't know until you go down that rabbit hole. So we've tried different things. We've kept different things. We've moved on for quite a bit. What's left is what we believe are kind of our core activities. So we'll share them. And then 2 months from now, who knows, maybe we'll be cutting some of these. But right now, we feel pretty good about where we're at.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like we're obviously very referral centric. Like our business is based off of referrals, whether that's like different partners or not. We always revert back to our key realtor partners for one. Like we enjoy working with realtors, like we love doing it and forming that relationship. And at the end of the day, it's low hanging fruit if you know how to do it properly. And we do. Like if you told us like, hey, go partner up with a bunch of lawyers or like get into like the divorce game, like we would be lost. Like that's just not our game. Whereas like I'd rather just focus on the one thing and at what we do best, which is realtors, and eventually social media. I feel like will be one of the best as well.